Did you know that you do not have to be a doctor, a firefighter, or even a superhero to save someone's life? Whether you're a college student, stay-at-home mom, or even a teacher, you can make a difference in someone's life with something as simple as blood donation. So, why not donate? Most people think they do not have the time to donate. Some have never thought about it or have never been educated on the topic. Maybe some people are terrified of needles or just the thought of blood makes them sick. The need for blood is great. According to the AABB, every day in the U.S., approximately 36,000 units of red blood cells are required in hospitals and emergency treatment facilities for patients with cancer and other disease, for organ transplant recipients, and to help save the lives of trauma victims. So let's talk about who can donate blood, the donation process, and how blood is used after the donation. The American Association of Blood Banks used to bar people over 65 from donating blood, but it scrapped the rule in 1978 after studies found that older people who store their own blood prior to surgery did well. In general, you can never be too old to donate, but you can be too young or too thin. In order to qualify for blood donation, you must be in general good health and feeling well, be at least 17 years old in most states, or 16 years old with parental consent, and you must weigh at least 110 pounds. For most, these three simple requirements are the only things standing in the way of possibly saving a life. Blood donation is very simple, but also very rewarding. 4 easy steps. The donation process is very straightforward. Step 1, registration. Step 2, health history and mini physical. Step 3, the donation. And Step 4, refreshments. When you first arrive on the site at the location of the blood drive, you will be given some basic information and a staff member will go over everything with you. You will also be required to show some form of ID. During the physical, you will be asked a series of questions about your health and the recent places you have traveled. A staff member will also check your vitals prior to your donation. Now it's time to take a seat in the chair, lay back, and relax. The actual donation takes about 8 to 10 minutes. After donating, you should have a snack and something to drink. You can leave the site after 10 to 15 minutes and continue with your normal daily activities. The first time I gave blood, I ended up dizzy and threw up everywhere. It was quite embarrassing. But the staff members were very kind and helpful, and they knew exactly how to handle the situation. Normally, this might cause some uncertainty among those that are unsure about blood donation. But because of the way the staff reacted, made me realize how much they care, not only for me, the donor, but also how much they care for the cause. As you walk out, you feel a sense of accomplishment come over you, knowing that you just saved a life. So, what happens next? What happens to my donation? Since busy blood collection centers deal with hundreds of donors each day, sophisticated computer systems are used and, when possible, automated laboratory testing equipment is integrated into those systems. Your donation is labeled and processed into the computer database and sent over for testing. The test kits are received in one of 3 Red Cross national testing laboratories. A dozen tests are performed on each unit of donated blood to establish the blood type and test for infectious disease. You will be notified if your donation tests positive. If positive, your donation will not be used and it will be discarded. If your donation is viable for transfusion, it will be stored until that time comes. Blood is available to be shipped to hospitals 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you take the time to donate blood, you are giving someone another chance at life. What if the patient undergoing cancer treatment was your grandmother? Or the patient receiving an organ was your best friend? Maybe you are the trauma victim in need of blood. One day you might be in the situation where you or a loved one needs a blood transfusion and hope that someone else is generous enough to take the time to donate. So donate today and encourage those around you to donate as well. After all, you can save a life with something as simple as blood donation.